Fortnite just added a completely new rank system. It is going to be replacing Arena and it's kicking off in less than a week. I'm going to talk about everything you need to know, how it's going to work, and then give you my thoughts on whether I think this is going to be good for the future of Fortnite. Let's start off with the rank. So there is going to be bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond, and each of those are going to have 3 different divisions within that rank. Then once you get out of that, you're going to hit elite, champion, and then finally the final rank, which is Unreal. Unreal is going to have a number value based on how high you have placed on the global leaderboard. So if you are like top 20, you are going to have a number 20. So it's a bit more of a flex once you get into Unreal. Unreal is the only rank that you cannot D-rank out of. So if you're trying to get to Unreal, you can D-rank, but once you're there, you are stuck there. So I'm guessing for the rest of the season, by the end of it, there's going to be a lot more people that are in Unreal. As for what rank you start at, it's actually going to be dictated by your first game. You're going to play one game and that is going to place you in your rank. So make sure you take your first game very, very seriously. As for which game modes are going to be supported by this new rank system in Battle Royale, so builds, you're going to have solos, duos, and squads, so no trios. And for zero builds, there's only going to be duos. This new ranked mode is going to be kicking off on the 16th, so this week, and it's going to run as a test period until the end of the month. Then it's going to run seasonal. So when next season starts, the ranks are going to reset from whatever you get this season, and then they're going to run for the entire length of whatever season, just like Arena used to. They didn't mention anything about a preseason, so I hope at the start of every season, we get a full rank reset to make day one grinding a lot more exciting. If you're looking to potentially play with your friends who maybe aren't as good as you, if you play as a team, your rank is going to be based on whoever in your team has the highest rank. But rank is going to be given out on team elimination. So if you get 10 elims and your friend gets 1, you aren't going to get more points than them. Your elims are going to be split between the 2 of you and you're going to gain points based on that. But you will be playing against players of the highest player's rank. If you're playing with your friend who's a demigod, expect to have to step up. As for what game mode this is going to play on, it's going to be played on the new ranked game mode, but there are a few changes. So they mentioned here that you're going to have faster mat farming than pubs. You are going to get siphon mats, so you're going to get 50 of each type when you eliminate someone, but there is not going to be health and shield siphon. If you take someone down, you're not going to gain any health from this. This has quite a few people very upset, but also there is going to be pub loopholes. It looks like it's going to be played on similar to Battle Royale matches, not Arena. So I don't know if that means we're going to get like straight up insane mythics like Kamehameha or like Deku Smash, but right now it looks like they're leading to more of a pub loot pool style rather than a regular Arena competitive loot pool. Now, what about rewards? What are you actually going to get for playing this new ranked mode? Because the only way people are going to take it seriously is if there are decent rewards. So right now, for the start of this, for the Season 0 test they're running this season, you are going to get an emote, the Burn Bright emote, and it's going to change based on what the highest rank you get is. But they have said that in future seasons, there will be other cosmetics up for grabs. So I'm really hoping it's going to be some solid skins, pickaxes, back blings, gun wraps, more than just an emote, because you're going to need a pretty big incentive to make people take this ranked mode seriously. Now, as for tournaments, this is replacing Arena, so you're going to need to get to a certain rank each season to play in the tournaments. They haven't actually mentioned what rank that's going to be, but if you want to play in the upcoming Champion Console Cup that's in a couple weeks, they've said you're going to need to get Platinum Division. As far as the Solo and Duo Cash Cups remaining for the rest of the season, they didn't say you need any rank for those, so I'm guessing they're just going to be eligible to anyone, but I'm guessing in future seasons, FNCS and the higher tournaments are going to need an extra level of rewards, whereas the lower tournaments like Cash Cups, you maybe won't have to get as high of a rank. I really hope they take that even a step further and there's another tournament that's maybe only for like the top 100 players in the ranked mode and it's like set lobbies. It would be a really cool way of incentivizing the tournaments and making people actually want to get to that rank and stay there. Alright, now what is my overall thoughts on this season? They've taken a decent rank system. This is very similar to most games that have a good rank system, having bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and then elite, champion, unreal. I like that. I like the fact that you can D-rank throughout all of the divisions. I think you should be able to D-rank out of Unreal. I know once you get to Unreal, you get that number to your name based on how well you're doing on the leaderboard, but at the same time, I think being able to fall out of Unreal would make a lot of sense. Otherwise, it won't feel as impressive. I don't know exactly how hard it's going to be to get to unreal. Maybe if it's super hard to get to, I guess it makes sense that you can't D-rank out of it once you get there, but I feel like a lot of people just get there and then sit on it, but maybe they'll fall down that leaderboard that people care about, so I don't know if that's a huge negative. As far as whether I think these games will be stacked, will they actually be good? It's gonna depend entirely on the community's perception to it. How many times have you seen pros or your friends even maybe say, oh, why is this kid playing like this in a solo cash cup? Why is he camping? Why is he playing so cringe? And that's literally a tournament for money. So Fortnite has always had this concept that only in maybe like FNCS or the biggest tournaments should you be playing for placement. People like to W key and they don't respect when people don't. So if this ranked mode kicks off and people keep that mentality, they're just gonna key, which is gonna make the games worse. And then if people see bad games, they're gonna assume the game mode's bad and then they're gonna key, and it makes the games worse. So as a community, I feel like everyone needs to kind of agree to take this seriously, actually care about what rank people get to, and the games will be good. I am a little bit worried about how like the top end's gonna work. Like, let's say if this is gonna replace scrims, right? If you're gonna wanna be able to queue at any time of the day and get super stacked games, it means that the queue times are going to be ridiculously long. I really don't think this is gonna replace scrims at the top level, but there's games out there like Battle Royales, like Apex Legends, that have a ranked mode that people take seriously. I know it's a bit funny right now, but usually take seriously, but they also scrim on top of that. So there's like the top rank lobbies, and then scrims is a level above that. So there is still room for that. I think they're really gonna have to add some solid cosmetics to this to make people want to grind for it, or like I said, some tournaments that only unlock if you do really, really well, because the only way people are gonna sit on and grind this and take it seriously is if there's some solid rewards. It could just replace Arena and it becomes like a bit of fun to W key where, you know, ranking up feels a bit more special, it's a bit more fun. I think the content for this could be really, really cool. There's a bunch of creators saying they're coming back to the game. There's creators who haven't been playing competitive as much, like Nick30, saying they're gonna jump in and try and give it a go. So it definitely has the hype around, it has the potential, it's got people excited. Epic just needs to deliver on it. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited for this new rank system? Do you think it'll be good, or how do you think they could improve it? Everything's going to be found out next week when they launch it. It is a test, which I think will be a little bit interesting. I would have loved for them to kick it off in a new season so the player base is as stacked as possible. People are taking it super seriously, because if it starts off a little bit iffy, I don't think there'll be any way to pull it back. If this test doesn't go well, I don't think people are going to miraculously start taking it more seriously next season. They've got one shot to nail this, and I really, really hope they do.